dark skin and a Georgia, melanin all over. Nobody can boga.
Oh, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, my name is Vanessa Buyayi, and yeah, karibuni sana. And for the oldies, thank you for always tuning back. And guys, if you've not subscribed, kindly do subscribe. I'll really do appreciate. Really, yeah. I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Have you? Okay. So guys, this week, I was watching TikTok videos for entertainment purposes. I had not gone to like listen them for education purposes, but these three videos. Okay, it's one video that triggered me and forced me to like search on the others, and I met three that gave me that feeling. And yeah, before I start like on my opinions, let me start by giving you a brief summary of the three videos. So on the first video, the mother was having a quarrel with the baby daddy, and while they were having that quarrel, all of a sudden she took her scissors and she started cutting the toddler's braids. You know, and the baby started crying, the toddler started crying, and I felt like the child crying, that is crying is a way of a child showing you that they're in pain, they are hurt. And to me, basically, that was physical and emotional abuse to that child. Mimi, that is my that was my feeling. This mother was abusing the child physically and emotionally. And for what reasons? She was doing this basically because of the conflicts she was having with the baby daddy. I get, yes, you're in pain because the relationship has failed. You're in pain because maybe this person is not loving you the same way. You're in pain because this person is not doing what you expect them to do in the relationship. I get all that. But why should you involve your child in your relationship? Your child is just but a product of the relationship. Your child is a separate entity from whatever relationship you're having with your partner. They are not part of that relationship. So why should you bring a child into the circus of whatever shenanigans you and your partner are having? I felt so hurt and I was so pained with whatever was happening to that child. And guys, what I can just say is let's learn. If you're in a relationship with somebody, if you are involved with somebody, if you have a child with a partner and then you have conflicts or the relationship fails or things just happen, please don't involve your child in your relationship. Don't involve your child in your conflict. Don't try to make your child hate one of their parents. you know Reason being, you are raising this child and you will raise them with negative attitudes. You will raise them with traumas. You will raise them feeling, their their self-esteem drained or something. Raise your child separately from whatever whatever things you're having with your partner, and try not to create that negative impression from your child. You can't protect your child from a narcissistic partner, but try not give them that bad impression of their parent. Let them learn that by themselves on the side. You can only give a brief summary. Whatever they do with that information, it's up to them, but don't force them to hate their parent because of the broken relationship you and your partner have, or don't try to hurt your child because of the broken relationship you and the partner have. Don't try to you know bring the chaos in front of them, because you leave them traumatized, because your child looks up to the two of you as a source of pride, as a source of strength, as you're the world to this child. And so you two having this fight in front of them, in their mind they're seeing their world falling apart. So like, try like work on that. I know it's hard, but it's something that you can learn slowly by slowly, and if but with time you'll be able to master the game. Second thing, or second video, it's a video of a girl, a teenager. She had asked the mom, or maybe she was pressuring the mom to plait her hair or braid her hair, because we understand this issue: peer pressure, peer influence. Maybe they have closed schools, she has seen her classmates braiding their hair, she also wants to feel the same. Maybe she has reached that teenage stage where she has realized hair is beauty, hair complements her beauty, and she just wants, but the mother took the scissors in front of camera and started to shave her, and the child was just quiet, not saying anything, and I felt bad. I felt bad because there is a way you can talk to this child. You can tell her, yes, I know you want to braid your hair, but I don't have money. The economy is hard. I'm trying to make ends meet for us, and braiding your hair right now is not a necessity. It's just but a luxury which you can't sustain without. If you want to style up your hair, you can do it by doing this and that. You can just have that conversation, that mother daughter conversation with your child. And I believe they will understand, because you know how to talk through with your child, and I believe they will understand. But that use of force against their will, that to me was abuse, because you did it against her will. For her, she wanted to have her hair, but you shaved her. Reason being, anafikiria nywele ni urembo, and you killed the self-esteem of that child. you know you destroyed the self-esteem of that child because you did it on camera. You broke her. How many classmates saw that? And some of them, they're not mature enough to understand that they should not laugh at her. Maybe when she goes back to school, people will start laughing at her. So you have destroyed a child with your own hands. Yes, I know you want to do good to this child, but whatever you did, that was wrong. So, like parents, we really need to understand the difference between punishment, reinforcement, and discipline. Well, you're disciplining your child. Yes, I know you're doing it for the good of the child, but you really need to be keen, because there's a very thin line between punishment and abuse. You might be thinking you're doing this for the good of the child, but you end up leaving your child traumatized. You end up leaving your child holding grudges against you. You end up leaving your child destroyed, making them want to change their personality, making them want to change their image, because you made them feel not okay in their own skin, you know. So we really need to work on that, and understand, how should I handle my child? How should I handle them in a way that they will be able to capture the message I want to pass through this punishment or through this discipline, without leaving them shattered, without leaving them traumatized, without leaving them holding grudges against you. And the third video, this video where it's still complicated in my mind, but so and this video, while I was going through the page of that mama, there's a previous video where she had shown the child a video of how hair is beauty, hair is pride, all those things, like trying to build the esteem of the child about hair. So I believe the child had captured this, that what, hair is beauty. So you really need to preserve your hair as a woman. You really need to take care of your hair as a woman, because it's your crown. That is what the video was saying. Your hair is your crown and all that. And after some time, the mother comes back in another video. And before that, another previous video, you could see, like, in those videos, the way this girl could sway her hair. She had this hair. She's blessed with hair. So I tend to think through those videos, this girl really loved her hair, and the mother comes back because of a mistake the child had done, and in live on live camera, because okay, she claims that she had threatened the child that she will, if she continues with the behavior she was doing, she will shave her on live camera. So like, yeah, she cut down the hair of that child on live camera, you know. The same thing, because this girl is a teenager, I feel like her self-esteem was destroyed. I feel like she was left traumatized. I feel like she was helpless, because before the mother cut the first braid, because I think she had braided the hair. I couldn't see clearly, but I think it was braided. She told the mom, she was like, "Mom, stop!" But the mother had already picked the first braid and cut. And the girl turned towards the camera and with a shocked face looked at the camera while the mother continued to cut the hair. So people commented on the comment section, and the mother came back with the child trying to justify what she had done. Okay, I think it's humanly for people to feel guilty, you know, after doing that, or maybe she just wanted to show like, okay, I'm not abusing my child the way you guys are claiming that I am abusing my child. But for me, because there's this thing called shame. Kuna vitu zenye, when somebody does to you in front of people, you will be ashamed. It will leave you shattered. I feel like the child was shattered. She was ashamed, but because of the power and the authority and the strictness of the mother, she couldn't speak about that, you know. And I felt bad, and I couldn't say anything. So the main emphasis between the second video that I have talked about of the teenager being shaved, and this third video is, do parents really understand the, how to communicate with their kids, how to punish their kids, how to punish and reinforce their kids, how to discipline their kids, and do they know the difference between punishment, reinforcement, discipline, and traumas? Do they know that you can think you are punishing your child, maybe you're abusing your child, ending up leaving them traumatized, ending up destroying their self-esteem, ending up breaking them to no repair, you know. And most of the times kids will not speak about this, and they will carry this, and if they carry this to their family of procreation later on in life, it will lead to the same thing being passed, traumas being passed from one generation to another. So as a parent, you will have destroyed your own generation with your own hands. Do we understand that how you raise your child is really important? The environment you raise your child in is really important, because if you raise them in an environment where domestic violence is taking place, this child is traumatized. You're destroying that child. So later on in child, they will have trauma. Later on in life, they will have traumas, and if these traumas are not taken care of, they will be passed to another generation. The same thing to the punishment and discipline and enforcement. So I really urge parents, I'm not yet there, but I really urge parents, kindly, you can read and understand the issues to do with mental health, the issues to do with how to handle your child. And my the way you handle your kids is different, because you're raising people with different personalities. The way you're raising your firstborn is not the way you raise your secondborn, is not the way you raise your thirdborn. These are different people with different personalities and with different ways of how you are supposed to handle them. So like, parents really need to take this in critically, because home is home is supposed to be a safe space to our children. Home is supposed to be a safe space to each and everyone. When we talk about home, we do not mean structures. When we talk about home, we do not mean a big compound with chairs. No, when we talk about home, we're talking about people, you know. So if you're destroying your relationship with your child, you will make them feel lonely, because the them thinking about coming home, the house where you have created, they sometimes feel broken because of what you do to them. When we talk about home, sometimes they remember the things you have done to them and it leaves them shattered. They just see the darkness been they have grown in. And another thing, parents, you might think it ends there. We have seen people who have grown up and cut ties with their family members, and they have not cut ties with their family members because they want to, but it's as a result of the traumas that arose while they were growing up, and they were left with that mark of, when I grow up, I'll never, like, because of the grudges they have held against you. So to avoid such things, to avoid you aging not having caregivers, you aging not having somebody to stand by you, to avoid you aging wondering, hey, mbona mtoto wangu fulani hakuchangi nyumbani, to avoid all these things, let's learn like how to handle our kids. Let's have a communication with them. Treat your kids as friends. Don't have this thing of treating your child as if it's una deal na adui. Let them be your friends so that they can know, nikifanya makosa, mami alinichapa because nilikuwa kwa makosa enyewe na anajua ni makosa gani. If you have mistakenly punished your child, if they are not on the wrong, if you realize that, kindly face them and apologize, because you not doing that, you will leave them questioning, mbona mami alinifanyia kitu fulani, mbona dadi alinifanyia kitu fulani na sikuwa nimekosa, kwani mami ananichukia ama like, try explaining to them. Let them know that you're not perfect. Let them know that you're perfectly imperfect. You're also human and you have your errors as a parent, and sometimes you're bound to make mistakes, and them too, they are perfectly imperfect and they're bound to make mistakes. Don't raise your children to be perfectionists. One is perfect in this world, so let them know that sometimes they will make mistakes, and you will stand in as a parent. You will walk with them the journey. You will help them wipe that dust and continue walking, so that you can be the first person your child runs to in case they are facing danger, in case they have done a mistake. Let them not have that tension of guy nimefanya makosa, and they have fear facing you. Remember, you are their small god here on earth. Yes, they will pray to God, but they will need somebody to talk to. So have a relationship with your child that will make it easier for them to approach you anytime, any minute that they want to talk to somebody about something. And yeah, another thing, just remembered, and I just have to add it here. So there's this video I also came across, and the girl is tall, I think, according to the way she was talking. She's tall, and she had the confidence of, just she has that confidence. So she had bought heels for herself, and she wanted to wear them for a wedding that they were going to attend. I think it was a family friend's wedding, and her own family members were like, hizo viatu rudisha penye umetoa, we ni mrefu sana or something, like they gave her the bad comments, which in a way were killing her self-esteem. So like, as family, as parents, we really need to also know how we talk to our kids, because that girl, I believe she was broken. For her to come speak about that, it's because she was broken inside, and she wanted maybe a positive affirmations from you people. She wanted that, that's like from you people, but you're the people breaking her down. So parents, whatever words you also use to your children are very, very, they leave a mark. So like, know the type of words you use while communicating with your child. Know the type of words you use while talking to your child. And yeah, guys, I think I have nothing more to add on this. If you have something to add to add on this, you can add there on the comment section, because this is an open conversation. I've just talked this out of what I feel, what I have seen, and how I think, as in, So if you have something to add on this, kindly do add on the comment section, because we just want to create safe spaces and